In 2004, we did not have a psychology major. Students who were interested in psychology would major in social and behavioral sciences, and they would minor in psychology. Well, with a minor, you only get to take 3 or 4 classes in psychology, and students wanted more. And so we worked to develop the major in psychology, which in 2007 we were able to offer for the first time. Thankfully, students loved it, and a lot of students have been coming to CSUMB for the psychology major. We are the second largest major on the campus in 2014, and we are now our own department. This is very good because it means that we have our own governance structure, we have our own budget, and that means we can serve students better.
Someone would be a psych major for many reasons, actually. It's not just because you want to get into counseling or therapy. I have students that have gone into so many different fields, from social work to human resources. I have many students that have gone into law enforcement. They've gone into police department. They've gone into the fire department. I have students that have gone on into business. I have one that's actually a winemaker right now. I have students obviously doing marriage and family therapy and counseling, and I have students that have gone on into educational counseling, as well as they've gone on to obtain their PhDs in psychology. So there's many things that you can do with a psychology degree, from being a school teacher to actually being a college professor and everything in between.
In the psychology major, students will learn looking at human behavior from a scientific perspective is what differentiates psychology from other majors that might be interested in human behavior. We use the scientific method. This means that students develop research questions about human behavior. They develop hypotheses, predictions about how they think that human behavior will go, and then they go out and they gather data systematically. They don't just ask their roommates, what do you think about this, or their mom or their grandmother, who those folks will all have very good and interesting things to say about human behavior, but it won't be science. It won't be a scientific explanation. And that's where psychology comes in. Because with psychology, you will ask a representative sample of people your questions, or you will watch them do whatever task it is that you're interested in, and you will analyze those data, and you will come up with findings that are representative of a population of people.
To be successful as a psychology major, you need your lower division requirements, which are Intro to Psychology, Statistics, and a lower division research methods course. And to be successful, I always think taking less units and concentrating on your GPA, especially if you want to continue your education and go on to grad school. Also going to need to think about experiences. So either doing research with a professor or having an internship outside of class. Those are the things that are really going to make you successful.
If a student was interested in getting more hands-on experience in a faculty lab, they should go talk to actually all of the faculty. I recommend that students talk with each of the faculty members to learn about the projects that that faculty member is conducting at that time, to see, is this interesting to you? Would you like to spend time on this? Because research is difficult. It is very difficult, and you should not be doing it unless it's something that you're very interested in. So therefore, you talk to a bunch of faculty, you find out what they're doing, you see, oh, you hear about this project and that piques your interest and you want to work with that person. There are opportunities for students to work with faculty. There are also opportunities in your classes as well as in your final capstone project to conduct research. Maybe you have a heavy course schedule, you work a lot, you don't have a lot of extra time to engage in research outside the classroom. That's okay. You can take advantage of the opportunities within your class and within our major to conduct research, and we will guide you in doing those projects.
The great thing about CSUMB psychology is that we have small classroom sizes. You'll get to know your professors, with the exception this year of Psych 300, which is a large classroom size, but you'll still be able to get to know your professors. We have peer mentors that will be coming in and helping with that class, but for the most part, your largest class will probably be 35 students, enabling you to get to know your professor and your professor to get to know you.